Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's lovely to have you here. I didn't really fancy the tripod setup today, so I just thought I'd stay in my bed, be cozy, have my notes with me and just take you along to talk about emotions. So if you enjoy content that helps motivate you, talks about self-development and encourages you to become the best version of yourself, then you're in the right place. So get comfy just like me, get ready, get yourself a pen and paper and let's talk about emotions. So in this video today, we're going to talk about emotions. We're going to talk about how they might come up in the body, how you might feel, or specifically how I tend to feel, the type of emotions they are, and how to identify them in the body, and how to let them pass rather than letting them fester and suppressing them, only for them to turn back later 10 times worse. So starting off on a happier, positive note, the feeling of joy. So I know when I feel joy and happiness and positivity, I tend to feel on top of the world. I feel like euphoric, like a cloud. I feel so happy. I feel like everything's going my way. I feel amazing and nothing beats it. And obviously you want that feeling to stay there forever, which I know I do. I'm always like, let me feel joy for the rest of my life. But I know that emotions, unfortunately, don't work like that. Sadly, emotions will go up and down and they don't come at your own convenience. They come when they want to come. And it could be that you're emotional about something you wouldn't even expect to be bothered about, or something that doesn't even make sense. So what's the opposite to joy and happiness? Anger. So anger is a very strong emotion because it can just take it out of you. You can just feel it in your body. I know specifically when I get angry, my impulse levels go up. I'm just like, I want to react, I want to react, I want to react. And back in the day, before I learned to control my emotions, I would react. I'd fly off the handle, I'd lose my temper, I'd get angry, I'd shout. This was a long time ago, but I'd definitely shout to get that frustration out. And then temporarily it made me feel better. But then afterwards I'd end up feeling embarrassed and think, oh my God, I could have handled that so much better. But again, it's part of learning your emotions and learning how to control them. So when you get that sensation of anger, when you get that feeling of, say for example, someone's said something that doesn't sit right with you or done something that doesn't sit right with you and you get that immediate feeling in your body, you're like, impulse, I've got to react, I've got to say something, I'm frustrated. You feel like a burning heat sensation in your body, like, oh no, like this isn't okay, I need to say something now. Catch yourself first. Realise I'm angry. Okay, name the emotion, name it. Be like, what am I feeling right now? I'm angry, I'm feeling fired up, I'm feeling like I want to go over and say something. You might even feel aggressive, right? In those occasions, what you want to do when you're feeling all that emotion, the best thing you can do is just let it ride it out. Let it be through your body, let it process. Don't try and hold it back. Don't try and go, no, I can't feel this. Let it go through the body because within a few minutes, it should settle down. And if it takes a bit of time to settle down, take yourself away, sit on your own for a second, bring yourself back to peace, back to center until you start to feel better. And then when you do, if you want to address it, then address it. Or it might be good when you are angry to give yourself at least 24 hours to go, is it worth saying something? No. Is it just me getting a bit agitated, getting a bit frustrated? Yes. Would it benefit from saying anything? Would it make me feel better from saying anything? Or am I going to say it out of anger, out of frustration? If any of those answers are a yes, then the best thing you can do is let yourself have that 24 hours, let yourself cool down. And after that time, if you still feel like you want to address it, then by all means go for it. But you'll do it from a better level-headed point of view rather than flying off the handle, rather than raising your voice and saying something you might regret. And we've all been there, we've all done it, but reacting that way is not going to get you anywhere in the long run. Just remember the next time you feel angry, pause, take a second, take 24 hours, take yourself out of the situation and then revisit it when you're calm and you're of sound mind. Another emotion that we all experience, hopefully, is when you're around all the people you love. You can't help but be surrounded by abundance, feeling warm inside, feeling so cared for, feeling amazing, and just nothing can beat it. You're around the people you love, you feel surrounded by love, and you just feel on top of the world. Just like joy, you feel on top of the world, and you just never want it to end. And you just feel consumed with affection and energy. And it's just the best feeling in the world. And what I associate that feeling with is belonging, connection, fulfillment, all those beautiful emotions that you feel when you're around the people that you love the most. But what can be an opposite emotion that makes you feel a bit sad, maybe a bit resentful, maybe a bit jealous, maybe a bit alone? I would say that for me, it's loneliness. And we all experience it from time to time. Whether you've been single for years, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're around people all the time, you can be around people or be around one person and still feel lonely. I've heard that from so many people. When I say to them, like, I've been single for ages, I just feel on my own. I feel sometimes that I'm not meeting the right person, and it gets really annoying, and then I just end up sitting in my room on my own. It just can feel quite lonely. And then I just crave that attention and connection. And I've had people turn around and say to me, if it makes you feel any better, I'm in a really happy, healthy relationship, but I have moments of feeling on my own too. So that just emphasises that feeling lonely is a universal thing that we all experience, and there's nothing wrong with it. And the best thing you can do in those situations when you are feeling lonely and you are on your own, and you're telling yourself you're on your own, is to go, right, I'm feeling lonely right now. Right, okay, I'm craving connection, I'm craving closeness. And the things that I find have helped me is I love my electric blanket. I put that on nice and warm because you feel all snuggly and warm inside. Reaching out to a friend, either give them a call or drop them a message, makes you feel less alone. Just having a general chit chat or telling that person, I'm feeling really lonely right now. Or if you have the time and the energy and you want to get up and go out, get up and go out. Go out by yourself. Go out and meet friends if they're free. Don't sit stuck around feeling lonely or feeling embarrassed of feeling lonely, because it's a very common, normal emotion, and it's okay to have that. And we need to normalise that you can be in a happy, healthy relationship. You can be around people. You can be on your own and feel lonely. And that's not a bad thing, but it's just about realising that it's a temporary feeling and you just need to name it, let it sit there for a second, hold it, do things to help you in that loneliness, comfort yourself, and then let it ride out. Because it's not going to be there forever. And like emotions, they feel ever consuming at the time. It's an emotion. It's not going to last forever. Although it feels like it will, it's not going to. It's like a situationship. At some point, it's going to end. And you're going to go about your day and forget about it. But at the time, when it feels a lot, just try and do something that's going to comfort you. Try and do something to make you feel a bit more connected, a bit more comfortable, a bit more self-love. And that feeling will pass in no time. The last set of emotions to finish up with. So one of them is one that I absolutely adore. When I think I am doing amazing, I look good, I feel good, I'm bad beat energy. No one can make me feel inferior. No one can make me feel like I'm not deserving or I'm not good enough. And I just feel a level of, I associate that with confidence. And confidence is one of those emotions that can just make you feel like main character. Just incredible. And I hope you obviously have a lot of confidence, because you should. And if you don't, that's okay. Listen along to my videos. You're going to get it in no time. And you just, as well, with confidence, you feel like you're walking on air. You think, oh my God, look at me, I'm doing so great. Like, wow. And not even in a conceited way, in a way of, I've got this. Wow. Like, girl. But then we also have the flip side of self-doubt and fear, which is such a paralysing feeling. And when you feel it, you tend to feel like a dread. You tend to feel paralysed with overthinking thoughts, and it can make you feel like you can't do things, that it's not possible, that you can't achieve it, that you're not good enough, that what happens if you do that, what happens if you do that, the what ifs start coming in, the self-doubt creeps in, you tend to get overstimulated, or these are just things that I've had happen to me, and then you just shut down. You think, no, I can't do it, I'm going to shut down. Or at least that's what I used to do. I used to shut down and say, I can't do it. And then you might want to run away and just pretend it never happened and just forget about it. The problem with that is you're letting it win. You're letting self-doubt win. And the problem is, when self-doubt kicks in, it's because you're about to go through a growth period of pushing past a previous barrier. So it could be a project that you know you can do it when you're confident, but when you're feeling self-doubt and fear, you think to yourself, I can't do it. Why did I do this? Why did I sign up to this? And it starts kicking in and you start to doubt yourself. And that isn't a sign that you can't do it and that you shouldn't do it. It's just a sign that you're pushing past what you're comfortable with. You're pushing past what you're used to. And it's a sign to keep going, not to stop. Because you absolutely are capable. You absolutely can achieve it. You're just breaking that barrier. You're just breaking that wall. I did an exercise with one of my friends, and it was that she got me to write my signature with my least dominant hand. And this woman, she is incredible. She got me to write my signature with my least dominant hand, and she was like, how does that feel? And I went, I don't like it. No, don't want to do it again. I'm putting the pen down. No. And obviously I was partly joking at the time because it's obviously only a signature. But I said, it feels weird. It feels uncomfortable. And she was like, that's exactly what it feels like to start something new. That's exactly what it feels like to push yourself. And, you know, that is what it feels like to take yourself outside your comfort zone. And it doesn't mean you should do it. It just means it's unfamiliar. It doesn't mean you're underqualified. It just means that you aren't comfortable with it yet. So don't let it be something that holds you back, because it could be that one little thing that gets you to the next level of what you've always wanted. And if you want to dream to achieve something and you want to get somewhere in life, baby, you've got to let that self-doubt go, or let it happen. Again, we're not about suppressing on this channel. You feel the emotion, you think, I'm feeling self-doubt, you sit in it. You could go a day without doing what you were going to do because you're scared, but the next day I want you to get up and I want you to do it, and I want you to go, oh well, I'm just going to do it anyway. I record videos sometimes. I recorded the one of me sitting in a car dancing, and I was like, I can't do it. The confidence is gone. Days before, the confidence was there and I was practicing. A few days later, I was like, I can't do it. I'm scared. And I let a day pass by, but you best believe I got on that car bonnet and I recorded it anyway. I didn't think I could learn the dance routine. I'm not a dancer. I didn't think I could learn the dance routine. And you best believe I got on that bonnet and recorded it and videoed and showed it anyway. Because I thought, do you know what? Nothing's getting in my way. I'm going to do it anyway. And so can you. And the importance of this video to talk about emotions isn't just to understand them and understand how they go through the body or how you might experience them. It's important to talk about because a lot of people think when they feel certain types of emotion, fear, anger, anything like that that's perceived as negative emotions, that you shouldn't feel them. That why am I feeling this? Like jealousy is a good one. You get jealous of something and you're like, oh my God, like, why am I jealous? Like, I shouldn't be jealous. Like, that's really, really bad. And it could feel like it's a really bad situation. And you could think to yourself, like, this is something I shouldn't be jealous of. But you're feeling it. You're feeling it. It's coming up for you for a reason. You're not defined by your emotions. You're defined on how you act. The next time you feel embarrassed about emotion that may not make sense, it's not logical. Emotions aren't logical. You don't just put a timer on or a schedule in your diary saying, today I'm going to feel sad. Today I'm going to feel happy. Humans don't work like that. We are complex. And I know it's annoying. And I know it feels easy to be numb. I get it. I, for the longest time, didn't feel emotions. And I was so numb to emotions. I logically know what they were. But physically, my therapist was like, what do you feel in your body physically? And I was like, nothing. Like, am I supposed to feel something? And then when I started feeling emotions, the floodgates happened. And I was like, whoa, this is intense. I feel like I'm doing a workout. And it felt too much. But you need to sit with them. You need to let them go past. And over time, you'll learn to regulate them. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't suppress them. Don't feel like they shouldn't be there because they're showing up for a reason. They're telling you a sign, a story, something that needs your attention. You don't have to hold on to it forever. And it will get easier. But don't ignore it. You don't need permission for emotions, and they don't need to make sense. So remember, you're not defined by your emotions. You're defined on how you act on them. So the more you practice regulating the emotions, the better you're going to feel, and the better you will handle them. And you'll notice that there'll be situations that will come up for you that you'll learn to regulate and you'll feel much better about, and you'll look back and go, wow, I've handled that so much better than years ago. Like I said, I used to fly off the handle, and now I'm just like very calm, very mellow, very chill. And you'll get there too. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and ciao for now, Bellas.